Yeah, what's up? What's up, Nelson? I love your energy, dude. That's so uplifting. That's great, man. It's so fun. That's so great. For sure. I'm great. I'm great. I'm over at Israel, so that's the other side of the planet. It's already nighttime over here. So it's been a long and like actually fun and productive day. So it's fun. It's fun to be here with you guys. I love Webflow, obviously, and I'm excited to talk to you, to talk to everybody, the community. It's great. Always great. I hear you well now. I hear you well. Can hear Nelson, but I can hear you. I can hear Nelson, and he sounds good.
Oh,
Do you want me to tell you guys what he's
no, no,
saying? He's
okay.
saying really nice stuff.
I don't mind restarting this. I don't mind restarting this. I think I fixed it. You know why? Because I had. When you have a mute button selected. Oh gosh. Okay. Let me
Were
start
you
this
just
over
muted?
again. I'm
I
gonna.
would say that it's a design problem. If you could not see that clearly, that's a design problem.
Yeah. Here, let me just show it on the screen real quick. There's this
You
button
gotta do
right
the intro again.
here.
They have to hear the intro again.
Yes,
Your
we'll
intro.
go through the intro again. You know, who cares? I love doing
Rock
this.
and
All
roll.
right, here we go. 5, 4, 3. Hey everyone, welcome to another Webflow Workshop. I love you all. We're talking with Vlad, everyone in the chat room. I already said your name. You probably didn't hear it, but I'll say it again at the end. But we're here with Ran, and you can hear Ran clearly. And let's get to it. Um, yeah, like I said, Ran is a full stack designer, co-founder and mentor at NuSchool. Overall, happy person, inspirational person, and a hard worker. Uh, you might have seen his YouTube channel over at Flux with Ran Segall. Is that how you say your last name?
We actually say Segall, but it doesn't
Segall.
matter.
No, I want to say it right. Segall.
Segall. Yeah.
There we go. So, yeah, I want to know more about you for the people who don't know you. Yeah, how did you
For
get
sure.
into web design? Because it seems to be you are a really good designer. I want to know how did that all started.
So I guess it all started back when it was a little bit before high school, I think, but also around 94 maybe when my dad took me to like a computer conference where they kind of introduced the internet. And I was just like, I gotta build those websites. Got like an HTML book, and then I realized that I can do pages, but I don't know how to design them. So that kind of led me to learn how to draw, and then to design school, and then later on to do other design stuff like branding, logos. But the core of it was wanting to know how to build websites. And so I kind of did a full circle and back to it now. And that's like mostly what I do these days.
So, when it comes to design, did you have to well, you started with the HTML. Were you experimenting or something with tables and coloring tables and stuff like that?
Yeah, I just did like ugly, nasty stuff, Chaos
Mm.
City style, but really like, yeah.
GIFs
I was like,
everywhere.
I don't remember how we used to share music on before all those like illegal piracy stuff. We had kind of those website where you say what songs you have, and then people connect to your FTP and they have to upload files, whatever. We had this thing back in the day. I don't know if you remember
Oh,
that.
I
I
remember.
had to build a website to say which songs I have. So it was really like something ugly with a list or something like that.
Yeah, I remember those days, man. I mean, people wanted to share music, and getting into
Yeah,
everyone's FTP servers was the thing back then. I remember those days.
exactly. Exactly.
Um, yeah, so now that you got into web design, like, what was your first real job in web design where you thought, you know what, this is going to be my career. I want to push forward even more.
So I guess the first job that I got, like really, it was it was more actually doing banners and stuff like that than complete websites.
Hmm.
But I had to do maybe there wasn't even a concept of landing page, I think, at the beginning of the internet, but it was actually landing pages. And I was working for like a really bad company and doing really ugly stuff. Um, but it really wanted me to push forward. Back in the day, I had to learn Flash because it was kind of a major web technology. So I really invested heavily into that. Actually, learned some action script as well, and but I did not. I can't say that I really enjoyed it. I did it because I had to do it, because that's what you had to do to get a job. But I didn't enjoy it, and yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad it died.
Yeah, Flash is tough. I remember getting into Flash as well, and keyframe after keyframe, and then next thing you know, everyone had Flash intros, and in order to stay up with the game, you had to start learning ActionScript, and then it just got
Yeah,
more confusing, and it's like, oh god, horrible. But yeah,
exactly.
I'm with you.
Exactly. Actually, you know what? One of my first freelance jobs was building a website for a musician that I did with Flash, and I actually even had to also write the CMS using PHP to connect with Flash. That was really like a hustle.
Oh
That
man.
and it was so ugly. I didn't know nothing about design. Later on, I went to design school, but back in the day, it was so ugly. But I got paid to do it.
Yeah. So you started with code and then went to Flash and then you're going to design school. What did you learn from the design school that helped turn things around? Because I know that myself, uh, I didn't learn about design until I met my wife, who's a traditionally trained graphic designer, and I didn't understand typography and all that stuff. So, why? What made you get into that design school?
So basically, I'm a good technical person, I would say, and I'm pretty good with learning software and stuff like that. I would watch tutorials and videos and in lynda.com and stuff like that, and I would really get the hang of software. But I realized that software really doesn't matter if you don't know what you want to build or how you want this to look, because it's just
Yeah.
it's just a tool for execution. And I realized that there's a limit to what I can learn by myself. And actually, the reason I went to design school is kind of learn how to think and also get feedback from real people, because something that's I think it's not yet really solved on the internet is how you get feedback so you can learn design. I don't think Dribble and other platforms are really helpful in that matter. So you really still, I'm sure that it will be solved in the future, but still, if you really want to learn how to think and get feedback and iteration and learn, then design school is probably the place to do that.
Good tips. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it wasn't until I met my wife, and she's the one who actually introduced me to imagery and photography, and I'm like, oh, that's why my designs suck. They don't have good context. So
Exactly,
yeah, design
exactly.
skill very very important in the web design.
Yeah. I know a lot of people today who are like self-taught and they are amazing. So it's possible, but for me, I feel that it was valuable. I have a lot of criticism to the design education, but overall, I think it was helpful.
Yeah. So, um, just want to know where all this design inspiration comes from, because your YouTube channel is all about helping people and inspiring to, you know, help them get through their freelancer consulting designs in like your NuSchool website. I'm showing it right now. It says at the top, learn to run your design freelance business like a pro. So, where did this inspiration all come from, and why did you start the NuSchool?
So the new school actually came when I realized that almost everybody that finished design school or have design education is still not really. What you don't learn in design education is how to be a freelancer and how to actually make a living as a designer. That's something that they don't teach you. It's not part of design theory. It's actually business, but designers don't want to go to business school to learn MBA because they are creative people and that they just find it boring.
Mm-hmm.
So my partners and I kind of feel that we really believe in self-education, and we learned a lot through the internet. So we decided to put up content to help creative people, designers, developers, other freelancers kind of learn the ins and outs of working with clients and pricing and relationship, productivity, stuff like that. So that's what made us start the new school. And we have a blog, we created some online classes, but the vlog actually comes from a different place where, first of all, obviously I follow a lot of vlogs myself, and I was inspired by Casey Neistat and other great vloggers, and I felt that there's nobody who's doing that in the design community, kind of showing the life of a designer.
Mm.
So I wanted to see that content myself, but since I couldn't find it, I said, okay, I'll create that myself. Um, and the thing is, like, I'm not trying to inspire. I'm trying to share my thoughts and my struggles and what I'm going through. Some side effects is that some people find this inspiring, but I'm not trying to inspire. I'm
Y-
trying.
You're
I
just being
think,
real.
yeah, I'm just being real. I think it's like mentoring. Mentoring is, I think the YouTube is kind of helping, is a different form of mentoring. It's just when you hang out with other people. And for me, watching other YouTubers, for example, Casey, when you see a person does something, it kind of puts you in that mode of, hey, I can do that myself. And that's the inspiration, even whether they try to tell you to do it or not. And I guess that when people see me, I don't know, get stuff done or being productive or finishing a project in a couple of hours, they say, oh my God, I could not believe that you can build a website in 3 hours. That's amazing. I'm going to do that myself. And they find this inspiring. And I'm happy. I'm happy I can do that. I'm actually, yeah, I'm just doing it because I enjoy doing it. The side effect is I hope that some people find it helpful.
Nice, nice. Exactly how I feel about Webflow. It was a side effect of how I got this position. Was I just wanted to help people on the Webflow forums build sites inside of Webflow, because whenever someone has a question, I immediately reply, "Oh, I know this answer. You can do it like this. Here's some screenshots. Here's a video on how to do it." And I have that same passion. So yeah, that's the side effect when you want to help people, not because you're
Exactly.
trying to make money. You just want to help people because you want to
And,
help.
if some of the people here in the forum have watched my videos, then they know I'm really passionate about Webflow and I'm talking about it all the time. And I'm not getting paid to do that, or I'm just doing it because I love the product. I find it super helpful. And I just do it because that's how I roll. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
and I guess some people see that it's helpful for me, maybe that it can be helpful for them.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So, more about like motivation. Now, I love asking this question because, you know, I love to hear real stories, real any struggles or hurdles you had to get through in your career because everyone in their career um, has a point in time where they need to decide what's good for them and just make that jump. And so, can you share a moment in your career where you felt like you had a lot of hurdles to go over, or something that really changed the direction of your career to something you're more passionate about?
Yeah. So a couple of years ago, like I think 3 years ago, I was working as a product designer at a great company that's called Anydo, that is productivity apps, to do list, and it's like they're award winning for their design. It's really great company with design culture. And I was designing a product there, and really it's kind of, you would think that it's the perfect job. And I was like, it was a hot startup in Israel, was getting paid nicely. And like, on the, if you would look from the side, you would say that this is a great success. But I after working there for a year, I really struggled. I really felt like I did not have enough freedom to take the product to where I wanted it to go. And I was really frustrated by, some of the decision making. And I felt bad with what I'm doing. And even though everybody said that's a great product, and it was covered by TechCrunch and all the magazines, and so people thought I'm doing this amazing thing, but I felt actually really crappy about it. And what ended up happening is that I just quit a great job with people that I love, and I still love those guys, and I hang out with them. But I quit that job to start my own company, the NuSchool, just because I wanted that freedom, and I wanted to make that change to a position where I have full control of how I work, where I work, on what projects I work on, and the decision making. And it wasn't an easy decision, to quit that high paying, great job, like secure, as far as startups is secure, stock options and stuff like that. And my wife was just, we were trying to get pregnant. So it was really scary and risky, but I made that jump. And I'm happy. I'm so happy. I was fortunate enough to be able to find clients to support me on the same level, plus working on the project that I want to work on. So I'm super happy I made that jump. Yeah, so that was kind of a moment where I had to take that risk to make that jump.
Yeah, I've heard many stories of people jumping. Um, my wife as well. She didn't know. She was scared to start her own little agency to make that jump because her and her friend wanted to build stuff. They thought we can build stuff better, and so they both took a leap of faith. And it's it's not a steady paying job, but they are doing what they love. It's harder. The
It's
work
hard.
hours are it's not usual work hours. It's all the time, including weekends. But it's something that if you're passionate about, you
It's
still
hard, and I think not many people actually talk about it. I a lot of businesses, like small businesses, fail. I have friends who quit their job and started a small studio or an agency, and they just like after a year they burned out and they went back into being employees. It's hard. It's really hard, and not everybody can make it. I hope I will survive. I don't know. You can only judge it in the long term, but you got to do what makes you happy. And I'm super happy today.
And that's what matters,
As long as you can, by the way, support your family. If you have a wife and kid, you gotta support them. That's first. Then be happy.
Yes, yes, yes. Happy wife, happy life, right?
Exactly.
Oh man. Um Sorry to sidetrack. People are saying, "Oh no, the stream is stopping." But you know what? I can't refresh, guys. If you're still watching, thank you so much. But I can't refresh the stream. You're gonna have to try it on your end. I'm looking at my settings and I see no frames are being dropped. And bytes are still going through. So I don't know. Okay, someone says it's all good now. So we're just going to keep going, guys. Sorry for any technical difficulties, but yeah, great story. Yeah, you got to jump, and sometimes it's scary, but if you plan it out and do the best you can, it'll come through. Just keep working at it, and it's going to seem like a bunch of these little steps that you're taking to make that jump, it's not working. But when you look back after a couple months or a year, you will see that it actually made sense. So
I think one more thing, it's a bit practical, but I think it's important, is that you don't make this jump because you're pissed at your boss today.
Yeah.
But you make it a planned decision, and you save up. You understand that maybe you won't be making money on day one, so you have a little bit of kind of an emergency fund for the first few months. And I feel personally that having this kind of emergency fund really relax and allow me to take risks, because I'm relaxed financially. But if you don't have that, that will put you in a really stressed place, and you'll be maybe taking projects that you don't want to take, basically, and make wrong decisions. So please plan it out and do it correctly. It will increase your chances to succeed.
Yeah, good tips, good tips. So yeah, probably last couple of questions. One, how, well, here's a more important one that I'm always struggling with whenever I meet up with graphic designers. In my mind, I feel like the next wave of great web designers will come from traditionally trained graphic designers who learn things like Webflow, where learning just the fundamentals of code can make them soar in the interactive space. So, what can you say to graphic designers that are scared of getting into the web design industry?
I think, first of all, I have the feeling that people who are here are already in the know. They are not scared. They are here because they like Webflow. I feel that. But in general, I feel that, like, guys, if you're scared of learning web development, you should be more scared about having a job in a few years, because all the jobs are going into web. All the money's in web, mobile, whatever, VR soon. I don't know what's coming, but like there's nothing like traditional anymore. Everybody's on the web. Every company that needs branding or business cards also needs whatever, a website, Facebook, app, responsive, everything. So the day to start was probably a few years ago, but if not, then the day is today, before Webflow takes out so much more features that it's going to be even more complicated and a bigger learning curve. But the day is today. You got to start now.
Nice. I didn't think about telling him that. I guess all graphic designers know that their jobs are going to the interactive space, but they're always scared when they say, "Oh, I have to learn code," and I just keep trying to tell them it's not that scary. I mean, for me, I don't, still to this day, I don't know how to code Flexbox. Yet I can code Flexbox. Right? I know it's,
Exactly.
yeah.
I did
So
not even know that a thing called Flackbox even existed until Webflow introduced it, and it literally changed my life. Oh my God, I could not live before Flexbox. I would have to hack things. So that was horrible.
yeah,
Anyway, but I've actually started using Webflow really early,
oh,
like
okay.
even around 2 years ago. And right when I started, it really changed things for me and the NuSchool, the way that we developed everything in NuSchool using Webflow. So we did Webflow workshops in Israel, paid workshops. We did like, I think it cost around $100 for us to teach you Webflow. And get this, there's like free videos online, and people paid us $100 for us to teach them Webflow, because we also kind of explained the fundamentals of HTML and CSS and the box model and all the kind of mental models that you need to know. And I feel like we could keep doing this, but we don't want to do this. But the demand for this is so high. Like, and everybody who came were obviously print designers who are like scared of learning code. So they heard maybe Webflow could help me. And I think we really, for a lot of them, we changed their business, because now they're able to sell, website to their clients.
Nice. Nice. Well, I mean, thank you for joining the new adventure with Webflow. I'm glad you found it. Um,
Yeah,
we're running out of time, but like, let's get to some questions from the live chat room. Brian
let's
has
do
the
that.
first one. He actually, Simon. Do you use Webflow exclusively for freelance now, or in a company?
So for my own business, the NuSchool, we work exclusively with Webflow. We develop everything on Webflow. For my clients, I do a lot on Webflow. Sometimes if it was legacy or projects that are already developed outside of Webflow, then because I can't import them, I have to work outside. But I think that like 90% of my job, I do it on Webflow. And I bring on new clients on Webflow. This week I sold a client the CMS. Like, yeah, man, it was beautiful.
Do you use the client billing in the CMS?
No, I can't use that because you did not
Oh
implement
yeah,
Israel yet.
it's
Even though I don't want to charge overhead, but that sucks. I'll just have to transfer the
yeah.
ownership of the website.
Yeah, it's we're still, well, we use Stripe and we're still waiting for them to get there, but it's all technical
Well,
stuff that
trust me, I wait for Stripe to to implement Israel even more than you.
yeah. Yeah. So we're still, some people are still saying that the stream is stuck for them, but there's some people who aren't, but we're just going to keep going. I still have like one or two questions. Actually, is there anything new you're building inside of Webflow that we can take a look at if you want to share anything?
Yeah, I can share. Basically, what we're working right now at the NuSchool is we're working on a product called Prospero, which is a tool for designers to create proposals. They kind of
Oh,
fill in a wizard, and it creates a proposal that you can send to your client and get it signed online.
oh, that's
So yeah, I can kind of show you the version that we're working on right now if you want to see it.
yeah. So
So I will share. Let me see. How do I share my screen?
so hover
Screen
over.
share.
There you go.
All right. Let's see if that works. Does that work?
Hold. There it goes. I see it.
All right. So basically, we have a kind of a dashboard of your proposals. This is in Webflow right now. It's not really working. You create a new proposal, you get to this kind of wizard where we ask you some questions about your product, your project, your client. How do you want to write the proposal? Is it formal? Is it casual? What type of work will you be doing?
Oh
And you kind of
wow.
fill in those questions. And once you do that, I'm just going to skip to the end. You kind of get to the proposal editor. We write all the text for you. You can customize how it looks, add your
Amazing.
logo, and then just send it directly to your clients. Let me just show you the preview. So, and they get this kind of a responsive web page where they can open anywhere with your proposal, and they can sign it
Oh
online.
man.
So our developer is literally building all the back end, but all the front end is completely designed in Webflow, all the interactions, all the animations. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's that
Even
is
the
really
landing page
nice.
for this. Yeah, this is the landing page where you can sign up right now. And
Go
even this was built in Webflow as well. Um, so this is the landing page.
prosper.com.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
That's really cool. That's really useful. Man.
Yeah.
And I love your design style. It's very clean and thin lines and you just get straight to the point. And I love that about apps that, they don't try to over design it. And
Yeah.
that is
That's
awesome.
cool.
I'm
Thanks.
totally gonna show this off to everyone I meet because that's something that is totally needed. Uh,
It's still in beta version.
yeah.
We're still building it,
Do you have like a
but it's
sign up
great.
on that page that
Yeah,
people?
yeah. You can sign up and try and join our beta group.
Okay. Oh yeah, try it
Yeah.
now and all right. Cool. Uh thank you so much for hanging out with us. I know there hasn't been much questions for you in the chat room. Must be something wrong with YouTube or something, but that's what it is when it comes to live streaming, you know?
Yeah.
You never know
I will
what
send
technical
everybody to
issue.
the. Yeah.
Excuse me?
I'm saying I hope the recording will be fine, that everybody can watch it
Yeah, me
from it.
too. Me too. But
That's
thank you so much.
It was a pleasure, Nelson.
If you guys want to check out more on Rand, just check out his YouTube channel. Search for Flux with Rand Segall. Segall, right?
Exactly.
Segall is his last name. Also, you can check out the NuSchool at the new NuSchool.com and check out his new app he's building at goprospero.com. Thank you so much, Ran. Thank you for your time. You've been awesome. Uh,
It's been a pleasure.
go work harder and be nicer, okay? Will you
I'm
please?
going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye, man.
See ya. All right. It's just me. Is anyone still here? Is the stream still going? Cause yes. Yeah, but we can't hear you. What? Ah, okay. Yeah, we're still here just chatting as we can't hear you guys. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I don't. Technical difficulties. What are you gonna do, right? I guess we'll end it here since I can't. I'm basically talking to myself. But I will see you guys next week. Hopefully the stream is better. But thank you guys, and I'll just do my regular sign off. For the people watching the recording. This happens every Tuesday. Well, not the technical difficulties, but this stream happens every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you have any account building or technical issues, email me at support@webflow.com. Hit us up on the social sphere, facebook.com/webflow or twitter.com/webflowapp, or hit me up at the Pixel Geek or webflow_Nelson. If you want to talk to Rand the man, hit him up at Segall at his Twitter account. And anything else I'm missing? Oh, join the awesome community over at forum.webflow.com. A lot of people are helping out each other, and if you know some tips, share them with our community. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week. Go ahead and make the web beautiful.